I guess in my eyes, fireworks might have a. I don't know if there's sound on this. No, not really a fan of the sound, but there is sound. I'll leave it on for a sec just to see how the sound syncs. So I didn't press anything, but it seemed like the sound just cut off. I'm not a huge fan of sound. I don't know why. I just don't like the speakers on my phone. This is an iPhone 6 Plus. So I'm going to go to blowtorch here. I won't even turn it off. I'll just go straight to blowtorch. Dink. So we are now watching blowtorch. Assuming somewhat appropriate to the name, we're looking at the different spectrums of light, or rather flame in this case. So for some reason I actually like this one the best out of all of the possible ones in the fire section. I don't know why. I guess it's because I grew up next to a real fireplace, so it's pretty hard to simulate that with a light bulb. But this one kind of takes it in a different direction. They're kind of cool blues, light purples, and I am a fan of this one. I don't know why. It has a nice dimness. It's not too jarring, and there's enough change that it's there but not distracting. So, sort of debating what else to go into here. We have the love ones. I'll do Boom Chicka Wow Wow only because I just think that the music is hilarious on this. So that's Boom Chicka Wow Wow. We'll go a little sound on it. Okay, well, I'm going to switch it back to a standard looking everyday skylight and see what happens. So turn on skylight and it looks like maybe I'll say 2 out of up to 10 friends of Bloom actually caught the skylight, and this is sort of an issue. I think my biggest criticism, since I'm giving feedback, is that when I switch to the standard, whatever they're called, everyday lightings, I'm really hoping that it'll grab just sort of a standard, normal, plain Jane looking thing. So, here we are aiming for normalcy, but ending up with kind of some colors lingering. And even when I go off, so let's say I went on some errands, came home. We usually use geofencing through the native app, so there's something on when we get home just because it's a nice novelty. But, let's say that I manually did it. I come home, it's been 30 minutes, I click standard, and what do we have here? So we have a couple purple strips. Now, it's not the end of the world, but it's not ideal. So that's one thing that I notice. It's something that I use frequently, probably more often than not I'm using these scenes. So, I think in general, still my favorite app. Love it. Proud to be testing it. I can appreciate the new color flow wheels. For some reason, that really gets me. I like it. The only other piece of feedback I have is I don't know if I'm just ready for a change at this point, but these sets, the options to pick the sets, I don't know if I'm just used to kind of the sort of app layout on the iPhone, but it's sort of different to have it looking like that. Now, I use, this is all of my remotes kept in one here. I'm really not using some of these other ones. Like, I don't use Amplify, I rarely use Hue Disco. I'm pretty much using OnSwitch and the Native Hue app exclusively. I have some of these other ones, Magic Hue, Reading Light, Hue Studio. Don't use them too much because I'm just happy with these. But when you go into the Native Hue app, it sort of has a familiarity to it, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing for everyone, but it's almost like I'm ready for a change. Even if you change these backgrounds to look better, it almost feels kind of dated, but this is just me and my opinion. I don't know what that's worth, but it's almost like that might be the next change if we're going for like a UI kind of thing. So anyway, David Pewzner, you're the man. Proud to be working with you. This is the Toge Horseman, filming on a GoPro Hero 4 Black 720 superview, 60 frames per second, although that's totally not necessary. And I guess the only other thing to mention is that the GoPro is probably doing some like on-the-fly exposure adjustments, so not sure how that looks. We're sitting here using an action camera to film light bulbs aimed at a wall, so there's probably some dumbing down of the actual effect. It looks great in here. I mean, there's probably 48 bulbs in this one-bedroom apartment. It's pretty ridiculous, and it works very well. So David, thank you again for the privilege. Sorry it's taken me so long to post this. You are awesome, and I'll try to get these up more frequently as the new builds come out. Thank you.